Well, hello there. Out for a small ride. This is March the 24th, and taking advantage of the fact that this is probably going to be the last time that I'm going to be able to go for a ride for a little while, thanks to the Covid-19 pandemic. Our county has just ordered a stay-at-home order, and that's going to kick in at midnight tonight until April the 3rd. So just over a week and a half, just about a week and a half. And what that means is you're allowed to go to the grocery store to buy gas, to go to doctor's appointments, any other essential services you're allowed to go to, but other than that, you're required to stay at home. And penalties can be fines up to $1,000 or up to 180 days in jail. I don't know how strict they're going to be enforcing that, but the more important thing is that you know, people stay at home to stop the spread of this thing. We don't want it to get worse. I mean, it's bad enough if you get sick, but a lot of people don't realize that the issue is spread, community spread, spreading the disease to other people who might be more vulnerable than you. So it's very important to keep social distancing and stay inside and so on and so forth. Very important. And as for work, I've been working from at home. Our company has been working from at home for the last week almost. Tomorrow is going to be a week, and that's working out fairly well. So I don't have any problems that way. I do have some withdrawal from riding because I don't have to ride to work, so there's no commuting. At least that used to be my little ride every day. None of that anymore. So I haven't been riding a lot since I came back from Arkansas on our DeGray trip. So here we are, stuck with this pandemic, and we can all hope that it'll end sooner rather than later, but this is really putting a cramp on everybody's lifestyle. So much so that I read today that even YouTube will be cutting back on bandwidth. So videos will be, from what I read, videos will be offered initially at standard definition, and if the video is capable of it, you could crank up the quality, but you have to do it on a case-by-case basis for each and every video. So that's in an effort to try and reduce the bandwidth in the internet, because YouTube serves a lot of videos per day, something like 1 billion videos a day, or is it 1 billion hours? It's 1 billion hours of video that's watched per day by YouTube. So anyway, I'm not going for a very long ride. This is just to go and have a little bit of fun before I can't anymore for the next week and a half. And you can be sure that as soon as that stay-at-home order has been lifted, I'll be out again. But I've got a few videos that I'm working on, and I've got a backlog of videos actually, so I'll be putting those out over the next couple of weeks or whatever. But other than that, not a heck of a lot of plans for the channel. And I've got to finish off the last 2 days of the Arkansas trip. The next video is going to be for day 3 of that trip, where we go up to Mount Nebo, and there's some good twisty roads getting up to the mount, Mount Nebo and the state park up there at the top of the mountain. So that's going to be to come. And day 4 was nothing special. It was basically a ride in the rain back home, so I don't have any footage there. Afternoon for a ride anyway. It's 81 degrees right now, and I think the forecast is calling for even warmer temperatures tomorrow, maybe as high as 90 before there's a cool down on the weekend. I was supposed to go camping with the trailer this weekend, but because of this stay-at-home order, we had to cancel our reservation. That's a bit of a disappointment, because it would have been my last camping trip for a while. Oh well, at least I have the day off. It's amazing how all of the economy is suffering, and all of these restaurants are closed. They can't have any dine-in. No, this is the road I want to be. Any dine-in customers, only curbside pickup type thing, takeout. So all of these places here are closed, and the parking lots are empty. So the longer that this thing keeps everybody crippled, the more the economy will suffer. Which is not good. A lot of people are suffering and losing their jobs, and see, businesses are having to think hard about how they can survive. This is awful. We can try and do our part by still ordering takeout food from the restaurants to at least, you know, tide them over, give them some income, those of us that still have jobs. But that's as much as you can do, because you're not allowed to go and eat at these places. And this is in Montgomery County here though, but I don't know if they have that. It seems as though they do have that same order, because the parking lots are empty. Of course, schools have been closed for the last, I don't know, ever since spring break. It never opened. So the kids have been home for like 2-3 weeks. That's also putting a strain on families, because, well, if they're still having to go to work because they're essential services or something like that, then they've got to find daycare. Daycare is probably harder to come by now. So this thing is really affecting everybody in a big way. But we cannot run the risk of it getting dramatically worse like it did in Italy. You know, where the hospital system will become overwhelmed. The people who work in the hospitals are in constant danger. Here in the US, they don't have enough of these masks, the face masks, and they don't have enough ventilators. New York State has the highest incidence of coronavirus cases in the United States, and they're going to be running out fairly soon if they don't get supplies. The governor was trying to buy supplies from all over the world, and he's not getting any luck. So it's a pretty dire situation. So I think Houston is pretty smart in at least putting this measured step of shutting down, you know, stay at home for a week and a half. It's going to reduce the amount of people out. It's not a very strict stay-at-home order. Baby steps, I guess they're thinking. If we don't have the highest, you know, we're not amongst the highest, I don't think, even though we've got a large population, highest incidence of infection. So relatively speaking, we're fairly low here. And we want to keep it that way. You know, quit while you're ahead type thing. So we need to stay smart and keep washing our hands, of course, stay away from other people, stay in a clean environment of your house, and you know, don't frequent any crowded places or anything like that. Of course, it'll be illegal to assemble in crowds. So anyway, I think I'm losing a lot of light now. It's gonna be a nice little sunset over there though. Look over there. Over there. A few clouds in the sky to reflect the nice sunlight. Beautiful sunset in the making. But time for me to head on back. Like I said, I just wanted to come out and get a little bit of wind through my brain, get a little bit of riding in before I can't ride anymore for another week and a half, and just to catch everybody up on the channel. Not a heck of a lot going on there, working on backlog, and that's it. This whole coronavirus here might be affecting all kinds of plans for people. I was supposed to go to Canada for a wedding this year, and we already had to cancel that plan, and there's a good possibility that even the wedding might be cancelled, or postponed I should say, not cancelled. So that's pretty bad. The BMW MOA rally is in Great Falls, Montana this year, and 6,000 people in close proximity to one another. I don't know, unless we get some kind of a dramatic change to the COVID-19 pandemic, they might have to think about postponing that, maybe into the fall or something. But and then I'm supposed to go to Colorado for my big ride this year, the BMW R1200 R1250 RS ride-in group that I ride with. Last couple of years we went closer. We went to 3 years ago we went to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and then the following year, which is 2 years ago, we went there again, and then last year we went to Helen, Georgia. All those videos are on my channel. And this year we were going to go big or go broke, you know. We were going to go to Colorado, to Gunnison, but God knows what's going to happen now. But that's after Labor Day, so it might still go ahead. Who knows? I hope so. Never ridden in big mountains like that. anyway, I think that this is a good point to end this video. It's not a lot of challenging riding to get back to the house. Pretty much like this through subdivisions all the way back. So until I talk to you again in the next video, stay safe, keep the shiny side up, and see you later.